So welcome to the structural analysis 2, lecture number 12. In this lecture, a topic with definitions and procedure of moment distribution method will be explained in a brief manner. Coming to stiffness, so what do you mean by stiffness? It is nothing but it is a force required to produce a unit displacement. So stiffness plays an important role in moment distribution method. So before that, relative stiffness, it is nothing but this is represented in terms of I and L. So in terms of I, L and means that relative stiffness formula or expression will be in terms of I and L. Moment of inertia and length of the segment of a beam. So the relative stiffness is the compared stiffness value with respect to other material member. So compared stiffness value is nothing but it is relation. It is in relation with other end or other material. So it depends on the end. If the end is fixed or it is simply supported. This is important. And if the far end is fixed, we have relative stiffness as I by L. Or if the far end is simply supported, we have the relative stiffness as 3A by 4L. You can use I by L and 3A by 4L for the same problem, or you can also use 4EI by L or 3EI by L. You can use these two formulas or you can use these two formulas. So for that, I will show you with an example. Suppose this is a beam. So if you want to find the relative stiffness with respect to this end, if the far end, this is the far end, this is fixed end, so we have to use the formula I by L. So suppose this is a simply supported end. So here we have to use the formula as 3A by 4L. That's it. Next, coming to total relative stiffness, it is the sum of the relative stiffness of all the spans from a joint. So if we come back to this again, so the relative stiffness of this is some x1 and this is x2. So the total relative stiffness will be x1 plus x2. Next, distribution factor. So it is the ratio of the relative stiffness of a member to the total relative stiffness of the joint. So this is, suppose we have got x1 there, so x1 by total relative stiffness, and distribution factor of second span is x2 by total relative stiffness. And now procedure for analyzing a beam using moment distribution method. The same method can be applicable to portal frames also. So suppose we have A, B, C as a beam, a continuous beam, simply supported at B and fixed at A and C. W1 is the load at AB and W2 is the UDL at BC. So the first step is to calculate the fixed end moments. So what are the fixed end moments? Already the fixed end moments are learned in your structural analysis 1 while solving slope deflection method, and also in the previous video I have shown you again the fixed end moments. So here you have to find the fixed end moments for M bar AB, M bar BA, M bar BC and M bar CB. So after that, the second step is we have to use this tabular form in which joint and the members from the joint, if there are 3 or 4 members, you can use 4 members here, and relative stiffness, this is I by L and 3 by 4 I by L. We have both formulas. And again we have total relative stiffness, that is x plus y. This is nothing but the sum of the relative stiffness of the individual relative stiffness. That's it. So distribution factor. What is distribution factor? The sum of this x plus y, x by x plus y, and next y by x plus y. Those are nothing but those are the distribution factors. So after this completes, this is the most important step and this is the final step. This is a type of iteration method. So what is iteration? Iteration is nothing but repetition. Repetition method will be there in the moment distribution method, unlike the other methods. For this, first we have to draw a lines like this and we have to write distribution factor 1 and distribution factor 2. So from where we have to write them? Here we have, suppose this is df1, this is df1, fine. Next, this is df2. So when we click on this, we can get df1, and this is, and again this is df2. Okay, no problem. So distribution factor 1 and distribution factor 2, and these, here we have m bar AB, m bar BA, m bar BC and m bar CB. These are the initial moments. In the name itself we have moment distribution method. So we have to distribute the moments accordingly. We have to distribute the moments accordingly and find the final solution. That is the theme regarding the moment distribution method. So df1, df2 is written as it is, m bar AB, m bar BA, m bar BC and m bar CB as initial moments. So the first step here we have to do is we have to balance the moments. How to balance the moments? So B1, what is B1 here? M bar BA plus m bar BC into df1 into distribution factor. If you have that mathematical expression, we will get B1. And B2, B2 is nothing but m bar BA plus m bar BC plus m bar BA into df2. So here you will get B2 again. These are B1 and B2 are nothing but balance. So this is up to this, the first step is initial moments and we have to balance the moment accordingly at that joint only, so that the total the total beam will be in equilibrium. And so we have to distribute this. So B1 is distributed here and B2, the moments, the balance moments are distributed again here. What we can say is we are finding the balance moment to know the balance. So B2 is also sent to the ends as B2 by 2 and B1 is also sent to the ends as B1 by 2. This is called carryover. So if the ends are fixed like this, A is fixed and C is fixed. So for that reason we are distributing B1 and B2 as half here, B1 by 2, B2 by 2. So if the far ends are simply supported, then the criteria will be another, that will be explained in the upcoming videos while doing any problems. Next, so after that we will get A1, A2, A3, A4. What are A1, A2, A3, A4? So they are nothing but A1 is equal to the sum of m bar AB plus B1 by 2. It means these two. If we add these two, we will get this. And if we add these two, we will get this. And m bar BC and B2, we will get this. Likely m bar CB and MB2 by 2 will get A4 already written here. A4 is nothing but m bar CB plus B by 2. M bar CB plus B by 2. Fine. So this is completed. After that, what we have to notice is, if A2 and A3, what are they? At the joint for which we are considering, if A2 and A3, suppose the value of A2 is plus 25 and A3 is 24.99 or 25.01, we can consider. So how to consider them? If A2 and A3 are having same magnitude with opposite forces, then the analysis done is completed. That means the first step is completed. So if A2 and A3 are not the same, what we have to do? We have to repeat the procedure right from balance. So these four, what are the m bar AB, m bar BA, m bar BC, m bar C? These are initial movements and these will be the again revised movements or first movements, and from considering this as initial movements, start the procedure again until A2 and E3 are the same. So this is very easy procedure for finding, and it will be interesting if you complete more problems, and if you just listen it and leave it without practicing, you will be the first one to confuse. So in this regard, I request all the students to to practice more and more number of times these problems, so that the analysis part will be easy in the moment distribution method. So that's all regarding the procedure of moment distribution method and some important definitions. So please listen to this video. I think this is good enough. Thank you everyone for listening the video. Thank you all.